Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back with another 10 metal bands you haven't heard but should. It's been a little while, I've not really been at home, so I've had records here, there and everywhere, but I have a nice mix of black death and heavy metal to listen to for you guys. So, first up, as hinted by this awesome shirt, so thanks to Jesus from Mesako and Ojo. This is the new Faceless burial record, of course, Speciation. Now, this is somewhat technical death metal, but when I say technical, I don't mean like a kind of lame breakdowns that just have sweet picking over them. This is the good, considered dead era gore guts, that kind of technical. There's some death in there, like mid-era death, such as spiritual healing kind of influence. Got some like demolichy weird stuff going on, so it's really kind of unhinged death metal. It's really dirty sounding, it's got plenty of bite to it, it's filthy, and I mean, the artwork is just stunning. But yeah, there's shirts. I also have the CD, but I figured I'd show the vinyl because you get the nice big artwork. And yeah, this is a really good piece of death metal. I think this is going to be on a lot of people's end of year lists. I know some fellow YouTubers have really enjoyed this one. It's got great reviews, and deservedly so. These, I believe they're Australian, really do make some killer riffs. The whole album is under 40 minutes, is 6 songs. They're decent length songs, 5-6 minutes, packed with riffs, packed with good drum work, killer vocals. It's got a good mix, but it's not kind of overly cleaned up, so it doesn't fall into that just really clinical sound. It's still gritty, it's still nasty. So yeah, check out Faceless Burial's new record. Next up, we have another one that Mesako initially put out, but this is the CD of Rothadas from Hungary, I believe. Pulverized Records did the CD. Sadly, I missed out on the demo on tape. It's only 2 songs, but as you might be able to see, they're about 8 and 9 minute, or 7 minute 55 and 8 minutes and 6 seconds. So, 16 minutes of death metal in 2 songs. If you like stuff like Spectral Voice and those kinds of really doomy but grotesque sounding bands, then definitely check out Rothadas. It also features members of Cryptworm, which are another really good band I've had on this episode. They've recently put out a new mini album on Mesako, so yeah, check out Rothadas. And if you've not seen my episode where I recommend Cryptworm, there's a little bonus one for you. But yeah, Rothadas, filthy dungeon dwelling spectral death metal, great stuff. Now we have a split. I've already had one of these bands on here before, but this is the split of Temple Nightside and Vassafor as released by Iron Bonehead. I had not the newest because it wasn't out yet, but the new Temple Nightside rules. The one before that I had on this recommending them, but the band in question here is Vassafor, spearheaded by Phil Kusabs, also known for now being in Temple Nightside. He's also a live musician in Blasphemy, handling bass and some vocals. Fierce musician, ferocious songwriting. And yeah, Vassafor's that kind of blackened death metal. It's got that bestial edge, but it's got tons of atmosphere, so we're talking Titan Blood, Grave Miasma, that kind of really filthy, eerie kind of blackened death. It is definitely something to listen to if you like blackened death metal. So yeah, that's Vassafor, and if you haven't checked out Temple Nightside, then you want to get on that one. Next we have some sort of Icelandic-ish black metal. So first up we have Gudveiki, which is Icelandic black metal, I'm pretty sure. The thing is, because a couple of these bands, in fact, feature Alex Paul from the US, and I think a couple other US musicians, such as the drums were laid down by, his name slips my mind, but he played in Vital Remains for a bit, and now a bunch of these kinds of bands like Guardscaster. So Gudveiki is very kind of, it's black metal, it's got some death in there, it's very abrasive, chaotic, so it's less of the kind of, the dissonance of Iceland is still very much present, but in a far fiercer, kind of more savage, gnarly kind of way. Gudveiki, however the hell you say that, Icelandic is not a language that I've even attempted really. This debut album has a lot of murk and darkness and a lot of kind of nuance to listen to it again and again, and you get a lot from it. Definitely something to check out. Next up, another possibly one of the most important Icelandic black metal bands is Wormlust. This is the full-length album, The Feral Wisdom. Also have their split with Scafe, which is well, I say split, it's a collaboration, it's 2 songs. I don't think it's one and one. I think it's all of Scafé and Wormlust working together. But yeah, Wormlust definitely dial back the kind of savageness maybe a bit, and it's far more psychedelic and just weird, creepy, unhinged black metal. I should probably note that this is Misfits Chaos and Iron Bonehead, as is this. But yeah, if you enjoy much more kind of psychedelic and eerie Icelandic black metal like Andervald and Scafé, of course, then definitely check out Wormlust if you haven't already. And if you like Icelandic black metal, this album's pretty much a necessity to your collection. Now, some more, and I believe the last of the Icelandic stuff is Null, the new full-length album featuring members from Mistaming and other prominent Icelandic black metal bands. This is on Van Records. Now, Null is the wild card in Icelandic black metal because they're very doomy and depressive, but Jesus Christ, do they make some haunting and just kind of upsetting music to listen to. It's really disturbed and anguished sounding. It's not just like sad, self-pitying kind of depressive. It's really anguishing, anxious, and quite claustrophobic sounding stuff. And this new album, in my opinion, steps things up massively. Rather than being like one massive song, we actually have a track list going on. There's a lot of diversity, potentially thanks to Dargers, I think that's his name, the dude from Mr. Ming, anyway, being a phenomenal songwriter, definitely coming through on this. Very talented band. So if you fancy something a bit more depressing and anguishing, check out Null. Now, the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have Midnight Priest. These guys are Portuguese heavy metal, plain and simple. You know, it even says on the hype sticker, which makes my job easier, from Lizzie Borden to 80s King Diamond and Painkiller era Judas Priest, and I could not put it better myself. You've got these waily King Diamond horror-y vibes. You've got these piercing Judas Priesty riffs, much like in the vein of Painkiller. You've got these really catchy hooks, and especially the song Funeral. That song I listened to, I had it on my phone, like in the car and stuff, on the aux cord. Tons, and on record, even better. Brilliant package. You get a lovely poster, some stickers, a little postcard the old school way. Dying Victims nailed this release. Absolutely phenomenal. If you like plain simple heavy metal that feels 80s and Judas Priesty and King Diamondy, Midnight Priest, in my opinion, is as good as it gets this year. Now, for something a bit weird, we have Malokarpatan. These are an Eastern Bloc band. I want to say Slovakian, but they may be Czech. Apologies, my geography is not a good skill. This is the 7-inch they did in 2017, I want to say, or 18, something like that. They have recently dropped an album on Invictus that is phenomenal. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. But yeah, this 7-inch is all I have by them, because I haven't got round to buying that record yet, and don't think it's a reflection on it. It's brilliant. You get 2 songs here, sort of a 2-parter, with the A-side being this weird, fucked up, creepy, ambient thing. And then the B-side, you really get into what Malokarpatan are about, which is occult, ritualistic, black metal, but with a lot of heavy metal coming into it too. If you like stuff like Root, another Eastern Bloc band I really like, definitely check out Malokarpatan. This is just eerie, good heavy metal that is certainly to be enjoyed and very ritual sounding. Now some more grotesque death metal. We have Wormridden, an international project featuring David Mikkelsen from Undergang, Freneleth, and Hypodontia till recently, Ulcerot, so on and so forth. And then oh fuck, his name has gone. It's either Takashi Tanaka or Tanashi Tanaka, something like that. I'm really sorry, man, but from Anatomia, incredible Japanese band, and he plays drums and shares vocal duties with David, who does guitar and bass. Phenomenal musicians. All the bands they're both involved in are fantastic, some of the grossest death metal. And Wormridden is really the cream of the crop in terms of disgusting, doomy, rotten sounding death metal. This is the kind of shit that if you got dragged through the sewers of the most rancid beings, then it would sound like this. Wormridden is just truly filthy death metal with it still has atmosphere, and it's got a really kind of nasty production. Really love that one. And then insert what is another album of the year contender for me, the new Proscription album put out by Dark Descent. That was another Meisako release for the record. See, good pun there. You get a lot of viewing quality with me. But this artwork is one of those absolutely stunning pieces that nails how it sounds. This is blackened death metal that is ominous, it's dissonant, it's foreboding, and it's just crushing. It's 45 minutes of self-torturing extremity. The lead guitar player also plays in Lantern, who are a really good band from Finland. So if you like your Finnish stuff, check out Lantern as well. I've had them on here before. But yeah, this Proscription album, Conduit, is just absolutely devastating. As far as black or death metal goes, this is definitely up there with like Black Curse this year. Maybe not so much in the bestial realm, just dissonant, creepy, fucked up blackened death metal is absolutely phenomenal. I've only had a chance to spin it a couple times because it's just dropped, but it's absolutely fierce. Definitely a important album to check out this year. And with that, we have 10 more metal bands for your listening displeasure. I hope you guys enjoy these bands. Go support the bands and labels, you know, buy the record, the CD, the tape, the cool t-shirt. This is a really nice t-shirt, as you can see. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's quite a bit of blocky stuff like the Icelandic bits and the Meisako bits, just because I did some bigger orders. I have more coming from Meisako in the next video, and some other cool darkness. But until next time, stay metal.